this is the front of the train station, Venezia Santa Lucia, or S. Lucia. This is the main train station in Venice proper. This could be one option that you take to get to Trieste, or actually anywhere in Italy. But we're going to walk you inside and then show you how to buy a ticket. Okay, so we're here at the front entrance and walking in, and there's a couple different ways you can get tickets. Of course, nowadays you can always just use the app. There's a Trenitalia app. There's two main companies actually, Trenitalia and Italo. Italo you see right here. You can get tickets using these machines. There's usually someone that can help you. And then there's Trenitalia. I think there's some tickets over there. So there's lots of shops in there. There's some biglietti machines over there. Let's go this way. So Italo and Trenitalia are the two main companies. Italo is actually private, nice trains, but they don't run as much or as frequently, whereas Trenitalia is the state-run and has a lot more options. They're about the same price. Here's the ticket office. If you want to talk to somebody in person, you just stand in line, and they usually speak English very well, so you can always do that too. Or you can go up to a booth here. Pick English, which is already selected, and then you put in your destination. If you're going to Trieste, they don't list it here, so go ahead and put under other destinations. You're still not in here, so just type it in, TRI. And then you can put Trieste Centrale. That's going to be the closest to downtown. One-way trip. Pick the number of adults and children. Let's just do 2. Continue. And then you pick basically a time. Make sure you give yourself enough time. So this probably wouldn't be good because it's leaving in a few minutes, but any of these other times, and then you'll see the price. And second class basically means when it only gives you the second class, that means it's just no seats assigned. You get on and find a seat, which is fine for something like this. It's only a 2-hour drive or a 2-hour ride. Then it's going to be a warning. All right, let's do select another train because that's coming up in just a few minutes. So let's pick the next one. You check to make sure Venezia Santa Lucia where you're starting, Trieste Centrale, and then the price is okay. Then you can go to forward. And you don't need to buy a return because it's one way unless you want to do a return for a different type of trip. And then you just purchase. Accept. And then you pick cash or cards. And then when that happens, you can either do the tap or you can insert and pick your PIN if you have a PIN, and then the tickets will print. And then just be careful that the tickets will print with the actual time and date of what you selected. And if that's the case, if it has a time and date and you get on that exact train, then you don't need to stamp it. But if for some reason you miss it, you can actually use your ticket for another, for like the next route. And if that's the case, then you do need to get it validated. Okay, so you got your tickets, and you just keep walking towards where the trains are. They call them binarios, B-I-N-A-R-I-O, or binari as in plural. And you'll see there it has a platform, so you look at which platform. But that won't be printed on your ticket necessarily. What you do is, what will be printed on your ticket is the actual train number. So you got to look at the boards up here and find the train number. So you'll see that the second column, first column is Italo or Frecciarossa, which stands for the Trenitalia fast train, or Trenitalia. If it doesn't say Frecciarossa, it's probably just a regional train. And then the number, so you'll see AB 8900 is up there. So over there, actually those are arrivals, that's why. But here's the partenza, so departure. You want to look at departure for partenza. And then you look to see your train, find your train, and then you'll see under the binario at the end, so let's look at that first one, you'll see that it says 5. So then once you find your binario, you go here and find the actual track. So binario basically means track. And you'll see this is 12, there's 11, 13, 14, so 5 would be all the way down there. And then basically you just line up, and when the train comes, the doors open and you can get in. If you didn't get assigned seating, or if you got a train that's all second class, that means you can get into any car and find a seat. If you got one that had assigned seating, then you want to make sure you're in the right car. It'll tell you which car number and which exact seat.